Hi there, it's Mandy from Little People Nutrition. Today, as part of the Happy Mealtime e-course, I'm going to be talking to you about my family's 5 top tips to a happy mealtime. I've brought you down to my level today in the play area in the lounge room, just to make sure we have my little. Hey there, Chewy. So, what are my family's 5 top tips? Well, I'm starting with setting up kind of not a routine, but some kind of guidelines. You'll see in this module, I've given you a worksheet to sort of work out what they are. What are your non-negotiables as a family? Every family is different. Just like sleeping, I'm not telling you what to do. You're not telling me what to do. It's just what works right for you. So for us, one of the most important things, especially on weeknights, is that we eat around 5:30, max 6. Otherwise, seriously, it's just foul. No one will eat, no one will sit at the table, everyone's grumpy, there's fights all around. So 5:30 is our time. And on weeknights, I always eat with the kids. That's been a non-negotiable for me with my husband. It's really important for me for the children to model off my mealtime behaviour and for me to make sure that they're getting the best sort of health and nutrition and developing their healthy eating habits. Obviously, that's a passion of mine, and that doesn't have to be the situation with you and your family. But they're pretty much the 2 non-negotiables. On the weekends, then it's different. We eat together. We generally eat breakfast a bit together as well. My husband doesn't leave till later on the weekdays. So set up your routine as a family, and that's what works for your family. Yeah, so have a look at the worksheet to be able to jog through some of those questions. My second happy mealtime tip is like Holy Grail, Ellen Satter's division of responsibility. I know that Simone will talk more about this, but basically it breaks down to the parent is responsible for what, when, and where, what you eat, when you eat, and where you eat. And the children is responsible for how much and whether they eat. And I just love this. And as soon as I probably started formally kind of doing the division of responsibility, probably when my eldest was maybe about 2.5. I just tell you, the stress just went out the window, and really her eating habits have become a lot better. With my second child, she was sort of generally sort of a fussier eater, although she was baby Linguine exclusively. But using this kind of theory has really helped. It's all right. Do you want your biscuit? Has really helped us get through those times, and now we're sort of through it, which is fantastic. So yeah, division of responsibility is my number 2. Number 3 is really to breathe in and breathe out. We've got kids, right? And they're punky, and you never know what's happening. They've got their own little personalities. You don't know whether they're going to be happy, in a good mood or not, and really just to go with the flow. And really, if everything is just going mental and you can't cook and it's just like foul, which is pretty much at least 50% of the time here at our house, even more maybe if it's a weeknight, just do something easy. Like, just don't worry about it. If you get takeaway food, that's not the end of the world. If you eat eggs on toast, that's actually amazing. Weet-Bix for dinner, seriously, that's great. Just go with the flow and relax. Breathe in and breathe out. That's my third tip. Breathe in and breathe out. My fourth tip is sometimes it really is just altogether easier. Skip dinner and eat it for afternoon tea. If you've got lots of extracurricular activities going on, the kids are tired, it's coming around this time, like with summer and stuff like that, or when you've gone through Christmas, eat at 4:30. There's nothing wrong with that, and have supper later on. At least then the children are going to get something that is sort of a balanced kind of meal, and then kind of your responsibility is done, I guess, sort of just everything else like bed, bath and bed and everything like that. But yeah, eat early. If it's going to be awful, just eat early. It's just way easier to get it over and done with. And my 5th tip is, and kind of a contradictory one, like you'll hear me and it's kind of confusing, but be realistic, but also try. I'm not saying don't try new foods. I'm definitely not saying don't try new foods. Do try new foods. But, if your kids aren't appreciating your beef carpaccio, maybe it's best not to serve it. You know, they might not have the taste for that yet, and that's okay. Our taste buds change constantly, and we develop maturity. Our taste buds change. So try to serve family style foods, like family friendly foods, sort of simple foods. Try new foods. Definitely try new foods, but if your kid doesn't like it, try it again. But you know, what are you actually trying for them to have? Does it have to be fancy, or can it be something, you know, more low key? So don't try and win a complicated master chef. It's a waste of time, money, and effort. But do give them new foods, and if you can tell, a mama knows best whether their child is trying to punk it up or whether they truly don't like something. So yeah, they're my top 5 tips for you today, and I hope they help for you. So we've got set up your family's kind of routine and their structure, division of responsibility, which is fantastic. Breathe in, breathe out. Really important. Serve the meal early if everything's just going mayhem. Just get dinner done, which is fantastic. And then also don't be too complicated, but always try new foods. Thanks so much, guys. See you later.